If you stop a random group of people on the streets and ask them what's the definition of poverty is, you'll get a lot of different answers. A child might say it's not having enough food to eat. Someone else might say it's barely hanging on, being homeless, or living paycheck to paycheck with no savings. If you've never been poor before, then you may not know what it feels like to be starving. Some people's situation gets so bad that they don't see any escape from their situation. They can fall into depression, and in turn, that can grow into a mental illness. For people who may have been born into poverty, they can, feel it even more. They can feel more hopeless because they've never had seen success, and it's not something that they can fathom. Today we're going to give you the best ways that someone can avoid poverty altogether. But first, let us know what ideas you have for escaping poverty in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the like button, sub button, and bell button. Number 1, education. The right education is the best way to avoid living in poverty. You should always crave knowledge. The less you know, the easier it is for people to take advantage of you, and you don't want anyone to do that. They say that education is a major key to success, and yes, this is true, but financial literacy is just as important in the key to your success. Most schools don't provide financial literacy education, so you have to learn it somewhere else, like here on our YouTube channel. Learn in depth about financial strategies and, most importantly, your rights. Be very comfortable in the credit world and understand the difference between personal credit and business credit. When you understand the financial market, you'll have a better understanding of how the world works, how to save more money, and how to avoid scams. Poverty is defined as lack of money, but it's also usually associated with the lack of skill. Learning a skill is one of the best ways you can escape poverty. Learn a skill that you can charge for, and then you can start your own business. There are numerous free resources that can teach you a skill if you're willing to put the work in. Dedicate your time and effort. You can also develop skills through mentorship by having someone take you under their wing. If there is somebody already successful in that field, having them show you the ropes can increase your chances of becoming successful within that industry. Trade schools are also a great opportunity for people to increase their skill set. Some trade schools even have direct access to jobs within their career field. When you have the right mindset and work ethic, when you apply your skills to dreams, it can be an accelerator climbing yourself out of the poverty hole. The goal is to become the best at your skill in your community. Get great at what you do. Put your best foot forward, and eventually people will come to you. But unfortunately, that's not enough. You have to be actively pursuing other opportunities at all times. Stay on your toes, stay hungry, and adamant for new advancements, and that's how you make progress. 3, sales. Learn to sell because selling is the basis of everything in this world. We live in a capitalist society, and the fact that, New York Times ranks the best books as the best-selling authors, not the best written authors, should trigger your brain. If you can master the art of selling, you can make a lot of money in this world. The highest paid career in the world is sales. Most of the richest people in the world are excellent at selling. They sell their vision, their products, their services, their skills. You have to master the strategy of selling. The best part about this skill is that anyone can learn how to sell. You don't need a fancy Ivy League education to know how to sell. You can start off as a child by having your own lemonade stand. As a teenager, you can increase your sales experience by flipping candy bars at your local high school. As an adult, you can sell your services as a barber or a hairdresser. You can develop apps and sell them. There's an endless amount of services, products, or digital items you can sell. There's no limits. Number 4, mind control. The right mindset is not easy for everyone to have. Sometimes over 50% of success is a mental battle we face in our own heads. The opinions and ideas that we have most of the time are not originally ours. We either adapt them from our environment and develop them in our minds. If you come from a background of poverty, what our peers say, do, think, it's what our minds will believe. We watch on TV, listen to our cars, and scroll on social media can also affect us greatly. We condition our minds based on the programming we receive. It's like going to the grocery store or food shop hungry. You see all kinds of foods displayed, and you end up getting way more than you intended. Or the famous pyramid schemes that keep people believing that they're going to earn money faster by putting in just a little of their own. What a shame. They end up losing it all. Essentially, what I'm saying is that our minds can be convinced of others' opinions. You have maybe been born into poverty and inherited a impoverished mindset, but if you take control of your mind, you can escape. Number 5, entitlement. In today's times, nothing's going to be handed to you. It never was, especially in this millennial area. Gone are the days where all you need was a 9-to-5 job you could take care of your family. The middle class mindset of high education supporting all of your dreams and helping you generate tons of wealth is also gone. Yes, education is a difference maker and will help you get out of poverty, but it isn't the only step to success. Having a degree is not enough to just land a job anymore. There are tons of people with degrees. You have to do something to set yourself apart from the pack. You're not guaranteed a job just because you have a degree. You're not guaranteed wealth just because you live in America. One of the skills you might have learned by coming from poverty is hard work. Use this skill towards everything you do in life. Put in the work and never take any opportunity for granted. Sometimes you have to get in where you fit in. You may not be able to start off as a manager. You might have to take the entry-level job and work your way up. That's perfectly fine because cream rises to the top. You'll eventually get to where you need to go. Number 6, take advantage of your resources. There's plenty of resources everywhere. You could do it in the old school way by heading to your local library. You can also see what resources you might have in your church or community college. Even the government has free resources for your success. Typically speaking, they will team up with outreach groups and nonprofits to make sure that it lands in the right hands. The point is that resources are everywhere, but they aren't just going to fall in your lap. You have to seek them, aggressively look for the knowledge, and keep going no matter what. Apply the knowledge you learn, level up, then apply the knowledge again. Number 7, get professional with the skills you already have in your toolbox. You need to set yourself apart from what others in the same field offer. The clients you get are there for you to service them and not because they need you to help you get out of poverty and change your situation. You as a person with a product or a service are supposed to be solving a problem for your clients, and that's what they hire you to work with you or your products or skills. As you go about your business, don't offer mediocrity and basic service. Make having great customer service a high priority. Keep in mind that people want to be treated well and want the best results when they pay for anything. Treat your work like it's your child and take pride in everything that you do. You'll need those networks to work with other people that can give you the first call when an opportunity arises. You need to be building bridges professionally. You'll be surprised how much good old word of mouth can help you grow your business. Number 8, no one chooses to be born poor. But if you want to improve your situation, you can do it. There are limited resources and knowledge available to escape poverty to help the poor. Is to first of all not be one of them. If you use whatever it means to get out of poverty, you've reduced the number of people in poverty. Essentially, when you choose to go after what you want and better your life, then you become an example for everyone around you, and you could be the inspiration they need to better themselves too. Poverty comes with a certain mindset. Make sure you also put in the work to heal your brain as well as your bank account. Number 9, stop hating the wealthy. Many people see the wealthy as being evil. Having this mindset makes it nearly impossible for you to become rich because you can't love something that you hate. All rich people aren't evil, just like all poor people aren't good. What we need to understand is that all people are selfish in some sense of the world, and it's because we're supposed to be. At the end of the day, we all have to look out for our own best interests. You arrive in this world alone and leave it the same way. Albeit this is true, but just because we want something out of all of our situations doesn't mean that we can't make it mutually beneficial. If your business is providing a service, the clients get the service and you get the money. That's a mutually beneficial relationship, but both parties end up happy. Rich and wealthy people have mastered this correlation. If you focus on providing things that make people happy, then you will in turn receive the money associated with you making them happy. Start off small with something you can provide for $5 or $10 and build upon that. Repeat those steps over and over again. You have the ability to take any situation from a negative to a positive. You just have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone, try new things, work hard, stay consistent, and execute. If you can do that, then you can claw your way out of poverty. Let us know your favorite tip in the comments below. Hit the like button, sub button, bell button, and we will see you next time.